Your excuses aren't just words, they're walls blocking your future. Think about the last time you said, I don't have time, or I'm too tired, or it's not my fault. Every time you blame something outside yourself, you hand over your power. Each excuse is silently stealing your future, one opportunity at a time. It's like quicksand. The more you rely on excuses, the deeper you sink. Maybe you tell yourself you'll start tomorrow, but tomorrow never comes. Maybe you believe circumstances are against you, that life hasn't dealt you the right cards. But here's the hard truth: success doesn't care about circumstances. Success isn't handed to those who wait, complain, or point fingers. Success belongs to those who take action, despite their circumstances. Excuses feel good in the short term. They protect your feelings and comfort your fears. But long term, they trap you in a cycle of failure. They keep you small, stuck, and powerless. Each time you use an excuse, you're choosing comfort over growth. You're choosing easy over right, and every choice has a cost. The hidden cost of your excuses is regret, lost opportunities, and a life spent watching from the sidelines. No one ever built their dreams on excuses. The sooner you understand this, the sooner you'll reclaim your power. The reality is simple. You can have excuses, or you can have success, but you can't have both. Let me tell you something that might sting a bit. No one is coming to save you. Your life is a car. Either you drive it, or you let someone else take the wheel. If you don't take control, someone else will. And trust me, you won't like the outcome. Stop waiting for luck or for someone else to change things. Stop hoping that someday circumstances will magically line up for you. That's not how life works. Your life isn't going to improve by chance. It only improves by choice. The moment you realize this, you gain incredible power. The power of responsibility. When you choose to own every part of your life, you become unstoppable. Taking responsibility isn't easy. It means you accept that every outcome, good or bad, is the result of your actions. It means you acknowledge that you are the only person who can change your life. And yes, that feels uncomfortable, but discomfort is exactly where growth begins. Ask yourself, if you don't take charge, who will? No one. You have everything you need to make the changes you want. Your mindset, your actions, your decisions, these are yours alone. You control them entirely. Responsibility isn't a burden, it's freedom. It's the power to shape your life exactly as you want. Stop looking outside yourself. Your answers are already within you. Your success depends on your willingness to own every choice you make. The only difference between winners and losers? Action. Look around you. Every successful person you admire started with nothing but execution. They didn't just dream or talk about their goals, they built them step by step. The difference between where you are and where you want to be comes down to one word: execution. Think of all the great inventors, athletes, or business leaders you admire. None of them sat around waiting for perfect conditions. They didn't let excuses stop them. They understood that conditions are never perfect, timing is never ideal, and excuses never lead to success. They acted anyway. Now look at your life. Are you waiting or are you executing? Are you talking or are you building? It's time to be brutally honest. If you're not achieving what you want, it's not because of talent, resources, or luck. It's because of your actions or lack thereof. Success is practical, not magical. It's about doing what needs to be done day after day until you achieve results. You have the power to shift right now from someone who talks about dreams to someone who creates them. Action is the only difference. So make your choice. Decide today to replace excuses with execution, hesitation with action, and dreaming with doing. Are you going to keep waiting, or are you ready to take control? This moment, right here, right now, is your wake-up call. Everything you want, every goal, every dream, every possibility is waiting for you. The only thing missing is your decision to act. Your future is shaped by what you do today, not tomorrow, not next week, today, right now. You've heard the hard truths. You understand the real cost of your excuses. You know no one else can do this for you. You've seen clearly that execution is the path forward. Now it's time to move. It's time to take your first step. This is your turning point. Everything you need is already within you: courage, strength, determination. But you must choose action. Your life won't change until you do. Success isn't reserved for special people. It belongs to those who take control. Make your decision now. No more waiting, no more excuses, no more hesitation. Take control of your life, embrace responsibility, and commit to action. From this moment forward, let execution define you. Choose your future. Choose success. This is your moment. Make it count. Blame is like a treadmill. You run in place but never move forward. How many times have you blamed something or someone instead of taking action? Maybe it was your parents, your boss, your situation, or the lack of money. You pointed fingers at everything but yourself. And what happened next? Absolutely nothing. You stayed exactly where you were, trapped in the same endless loop. Here's the hard truth. No one else is responsible for your success, only you. Every moment you spend blaming is a moment lost. Each time you shift responsibility away from yourself, you're saying, I'm not in control. And when you surrender control, you surrender your ability to change your situation. This creates a cycle. Blame leads to excuses, excuses lead to inaction, and inaction leads right back to blame. Round and round you go, stuck in the same cycle, wondering why nothing ever changes. Think about people who've been stuck for years, even decades. Their entire lives revolve around excuses. They blame circumstances, other people, the economy, anything to avoid facing themselves. This cycle is comfortable because it means never having to admit your role in your own failures. But comfort never built success. Comfort only keeps you trapped, powerless, and frustrated. Breaking free from blame is uncomfortable but essential. To escape this loop, you must stop pointing fingers and start looking inward. Success demands that you own every choice you make, even when it hurts. When you do this, you regain control. Suddenly the cycle breaks and a path forward appears. Only by accepting complete responsibility can you begin moving toward the success you've always wanted. The more you see yourself as a victim, the less power you have over your own life. A victim mindset whispers lies to you. It tells you that you're powerless, helpless, and at the mercy of external circumstances. Every setback feels personal, every obstacle overwhelming. But let's be clear, you're not powerless, you just haven't taken control yet. A victim mindset is like a locked cage. The key is in your hands, but you refuse to use it. You sit inside, convinced that someone else put you there. Maybe you've become comfortable in that cage. Maybe blaming circumstances feels easier than facing the fear of change. But this comfort is silently destroying your potential. Every second spent playing victim is a second wasted, a dream ignored, a possibility erased. Victims don't achieve greatness not because they can't, but because they won't. When you embrace victimhood, you choose defeat before the battle even begins. You start believing that your challenges define you instead of shaping you. You view setbacks as proof of failure, not as opportunities to grow. Slowly, your potential slips away, buried beneath self-pity and resignation. Breaking free requires a simple yet profound shift. You must choose empowerment over victimhood. Realize that setbacks happen to everyone, but successful people don't allow them to define their identity. They understand setbacks are temporary and challenges can be overcome. Instead of asking, why me? They ask, what can I learn from this? Shifting away from victimhood means reclaiming your power. It means understanding that your mindset, not your circumstances, determines your success. No external event can steal your future without your permission. Stop giving away your power and start claiming control. Your potential is unlimited, but only if you choose to unlock that cage and step into freedom. No one owes you anything. The world rewards effort, not excuses. When was the last time making excuses paid your bill? When was the last time blaming others moved you closer to your goals? Exactly. It never did, and it never will. Here's a brutal but necessary truth. Nobody cares about your excuses. Not your boss, not your friends, not your family, and certainly not the world. The world doesn't reward intentions, it rewards results. It doesn't matter how hard you tried or how unfair things were. What matters are the results you produce. People don't remember your excuses, they remember your actions. You either delivered or you didn't. There's no gray area. You can complain all you want, but complaining never built empires or created champions. Only action does that. Excuses are easy. They require no effort, no bravery, no risk. Action, on the other hand, demands courage, discipline, and determination. Action puts you at risk of failing, but it also positions you to succeed. So, here's a challenge. If you stopped complaining and started executing, where could you be in 6 months? What could your life look like if you replaced every excuse with focused action? Understand this clearly. Your excuses mean nothing. They don't solve problems, don't improve your life, and don't inspire anyone around you. If you want people to care about you, stop giving them excuses and start giving them results. Results earn respect. Results change lives. Results create success. It's harsh but necessary. Stop believing the world owes you anything. It owes you nothing. If you want something, earn it, fight for it, work for it. Replace your excuses with effort. That's how you succeed. If you want success, you must shift your mindset. Start by questioning your excuses. Are they real? Or are they just comfortable lies? To move forward, you have to challenge every thought that keeps you small. Success is a game of chess. You win by making the right moves, not by complaining about the board. Each move matters, and each move must be made intentionally. First, stop playing victim. Recognize that you're fully capable of changing your circumstances. Every setback is temporary. Every obstacle is manageable. Second, replace blame with accountability. Admit when you've made mistakes, learn from them, and move forward stronger. Accountability puts you back in control and returns power to your hands. Third, adopt an action mindset. Begin each day with a clear decision. Today, I take responsibility for everything. Refuse to complain, refuse to blame, refuse to settle. Instead, act. Action creates results, and results build success. Finally, decide today to take full ownership of your life. No more excuses. Embrace ownership in every choice, big or small. The moment you own your choices, your life transforms. You don't need perfect conditions, you just need courage. Your mindset shapes your reality. Break free from victimhood. Embrace accountability and take consistent action. Choose today to be powerful. Your potential is limitless once you stop making excuses and start making moves. Take back control of your life today. Your future is waiting for you. Motivation is a liar. It shows up when it wants to, but discipline is there every day. What do you do when you don't feel like working toward your goals? Be honest with yourself. You probably procrastinate, waste time, or simply avoid action altogether. That's the problem with motivation. It's driven by emotions. And emotions come and go. If your success relies on feelings, you're setting yourself up to fail. Let me tell you exactly why motivation fails you. It's unpredictable. One day you're full of energy, ready to take on the world. The next day you feel drained, uninspired, and ready to quit. Relying on motivation is like hoping for perfect weather every day. You're guaranteed disappointment. The truth is, emotions are temporary. They're not designed to build success. They're just reactions to your environment. If you wait for motivation, you'll never be consistent. If you build discipline, you'll never stop progressing. Discipline doesn't depend on your mood, your feelings, or your circumstances. Discipline is a choice. It's showing up and doing the work. Whether you're excited or exhausted, inspired or bored. Discipline means doing what's necessary every single day because your goals matter more than temporary feelings. Stop chasing motivation. It won't take you where you want to go. Instead, start building discipline. Discipline is reliable, predictable, and powerful. Discipline creates consistency, and consistency creates results. Shift your focus away from feeling good and toward doing good. Because at the end of the day, success isn't fueled by feelings, it's built by discipline. Discipline is the bridge between goals and achievements. Successful people don't succeed because they're always motivated. They succeed because discipline creates habits, and habits build success. Think of athletes who wake up at 5 a.m. every day. They don't train because they feel inspired. They train because it's who they are. They've built a habit of discipline so powerful that success becomes inevitable. Every great achievement starts with small daily disciplines. Maybe it's waking up early, reading, exercising, or learning a new skill. At first, these actions feel uncomfortable or even difficult. But something incredible happens when you repeat disciplined actions day after day. They become habits. And once you have a habit, success stops feeling like a struggle and starts becoming automatic. Imagine you want to improve your health. You can't rely on motivation to go to the gym every day. There will always be days you feel tired or busy. But when you commit to discipline, going to the gym becomes part of your routine. It stops being a choice and starts being who you are. This same principle applies to everything: your career, finances, relationships, and personal growth. Discipline doesn't require talent or luck, it requires commitment. The most successful people in the world didn't achieve greatness overnight. They developed habits through consistent, disciplined action over months and years. They understood that long-term success is built on discipline, not emotions. Start today. Begin with small, manageable actions you can repeat daily. Wake up 10 minutes earlier. Read one chapter of a book. Exercise for 15 minutes. Discipline these simple actions until they become automatic. Once you form these habits, success will follow, not because you're always motivated, but because you're disciplined enough to keep moving forward. Success doesn't wait for motivation, it follows discipline. Here's the truth: the stronger your discipline, the easier success becomes. If you want an unstoppable work ethic, you need to start small and build consistently. First, simplify your goals. Choose one specific disciplined action to commit to every single day. Maybe it's waking up earlier, studying something new, working out, or even just planning your day ahead of time. The key is to make it easy to start. Discipline grows best through simple, consistent actions, not complicated routines or big promises. Next, create clear rules for yourself. Don't allow room for negotiation. If your rule is to wake up at 6 a.m., then you wake up at 6 a.m. No exceptions, no excuses. When you remove choices, discipline becomes automatic. Over time, these clear rules turn disciplined actions into powerful habits. Then, celebrate consistency, not just results. Recognize the power of daily discipline, even when you don't see immediate rewards. Progress builds slowly at first, but grows rapidly over time. Successful people trust the process, stay disciplined, and eventually reap massive rewards. Can you commit to just one disciplined action every day? If you can do this for a month, your life will start changing. You'll build confidence, strength, and resilience. Your work ethic will transform. Suddenly, what once felt impossible becomes part of your identity. Discipline is the backbone of every success story, and it starts with small, consistent actions you practice every day. Begin today. Choose your disciplined action and stick with it no matter what. Your future depends on your discipline, not your motivation. When you don't try to be disciplined, you become disciplined. Are you willing to stop waiting and start working? Discipline is like muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Every time you act despite not feeling motivated, your discipline grows stronger. Every time you push through discomfort, your resolve solidifies. Stop seeing discipline as optional. Decide now that discipline is who you are, not something you occasionally practice. Shift your identity from someone who waits for motivation to someone who acts regardless of how they feel. Discipline isn't something you occasionally tap into, it's a lifestyle. When discipline becomes your identity, you gain control over your future. Your dreams become achievable because you're not waiting for feelings. You're creating results through daily actions. Your life becomes predictable, not boring, but powerfully predictable, because you know exactly what actions lead to success and you do them consistently. Make the shift today. Commit to discipline even if it feels uncomfortable at first. Choose daily actions that reinforce your new identity, your goals, your future, your success. Everything depends on the discipline you build right now. Don't settle for trying, become disciplined. Your future self will thank you for it. What if procrastination isn't laziness, but fear in disguise? If you don't understand why you procrastinate, you'll never break free from it. Procrastination is like quicksand. The longer you stand still, the deeper you sink. It's not just about being lazy or lacking willpower. It goes deeper. At its core, procrastination is usually caused by three powerful feelings: fear, comfort, and indecision. First, there's fear, the silent killer of your dreams. Fear of failure, fear of criticism, fear of not being good enough. When you're scared, procrastination feels safer. You avoid taking action to protect yourself from disappointment. But this protection isn't real, it's an illusion holding you back. Every time you postpone action due to fear, you reinforce the belief that you're not strong enough to handle challenges. Over time, fear becomes a habit and procrastination becomes your default response. Next is comfort. Comfort tricks you into believing things are fine the way they are. It whispers that you don't need to change or grow because growth is uncomfortable. Comfort promises immediate relief but costs long-term success. When comfort controls you, procrastination becomes your friend and ambition becomes your enemy. You settle into patterns of inaction because taking action feels too uncomfortable. Finally, indecision keeps you paralyzed. You struggle to start because you're overwhelmed by options or worried about making mistakes. Indecision turns simple tasks into complicated dilemmas. You overthink, you hesitate, and eventually you do nothing. Recognizing these patterns is the first step toward freedom. Procrastination isn't your identity, it's a habit you developed. You can break it by facing your fears, stepping outside your comfort zone, and making decisive choices. Understanding why you procrastinate empowers you to take control. Once you face these underlying feelings head on, you can start replacing excuses with action and hesitation with determination. If you can commit to 5 minutes, you can commit to anything. Here's how simple and powerful this is. The hardest part of any task is usually just starting. Overthinking leads to procrastination, and procrastination leads to regret. But the moment you start, your resistance drops dramatically. Studies show that starting for just 5 minutes drastically reduces procrastination. Why? Because action creates momentum. The 5-minute rule is your secret weapon. Here's how it works. Whenever you feel yourself hesitating or delaying, stop immediately and set a timer for 5 minutes. Tell yourself clearly, I'm just going to work for 5 minutes, no more, no less. This eliminates pressure and anxiety about completing the entire task. You only need to focus on getting started. Here's what happens next. Once you begin, something powerful shifts. 5 minutes pass quickly, and you realize the task isn't as hard as your mind made it seem. Suddenly, you're no longer overwhelmed. You're engaged. Before you know it, you're doing 10, 20, even 30 minutes or more. The task that once felt impossible becomes manageable, all because you chose action over hesitation. Try this today. Work on your hardest task for 5 minutes and see what happens. Use this rule consistently and you'll build a habit of immediate action. Procrastination will no longer control your days. Instead, you'll find yourself effortlessly moving from one task to the next. The 5-minute rule trains your mind to stop resisting and start acting, making you unstoppable. Remember, success isn't complicated. It's built on small, disciplined actions. This simple habit can change your life. Stop overthinking, stop hesitating, and start using the 5-minute rule. Your future depends on what you do in those first 5 minutes. Success isn't built in a day, it's stacked like bricks, one action at a time. Momentum matters more than motivation. Motivation is fleeting, but momentum is powerful. It's built by achieving small daily wins that move you forward step by step. When you complete one small task, your brain craves the next win. Each victory strengthens your confidence, reinforces your habits, and creates unstoppable forward motion. Think about someone you admire, a successful entrepreneur, athlete, or artist. They didn't succeed because of one big dramatic event. They succeeded because they consistently completed small tasks day after day. They built momentum through discipline. They knew small wins lead to bigger victories, and bigger victories lead to success. Every time you choose action over procrastination, you build momentum. Your small wins create habits, and habits become your identity. Suddenly, you're no longer someone who struggles to start tasks. You're someone who thrives on getting things done. Action becomes automatic, progress becomes predictable, and success becomes inevitable. But you have to start small. Focus on one small win every day. Watch how fast your life changes. Don't underestimate the power of simple actions. Finish one task, no matter how minor, and celebrate internally that you did it. Then immediately start the next small task. Over time, these small wins compound, pushing you closer to your goals faster than you ever imagined. Momentum doesn't rely on how you feel, it relies on what you do. If you rely on motivation, you'll remain inconsistent. If you focus on momentum, you'll build consistency. Consistency creates results, and results fuel even greater action. Make small wins your daily priority, and you will achieve bigger things than you ever dreamed possible. No more excuses, no more waiting. It's time to execute. What if you started today instead of waiting for someday? Here's the truth you've been avoiding. Someday never arrives. Every day spent waiting is another day lost. The only way to change your life is by changing your actions right now. You must shift from thinking about action to actually doing it. Make a decision right now. Are you going to keep waiting, or are you going to take action? Your dreams, your goals, your entire future depend on the actions you take today. Not tomorrow, not next week, but today. This mindset shift is powerful. Action is no longer optional. It's essential. Every minute counts. Every small decision matters. Every action shapes your future. Stop seeing action as difficult. See it as necessary. Stop viewing procrastination as comfortable. Recognize it as destructive. The choice is clear, and it's yours alone. From this moment forward, turn procrastination into immediate action. Use the 5-minute rule to start now, build momentum with small wins, and take control of your future. You don't need more motivation. You need the courage to act despite your feelings. Stop waiting. Start doing. Your life changes when you do. This is your turning point. Make your choice. Choose action. Success isn't a lightning strike. It's a slow burn. Let's end the myth right now. Overnight success does not exist. Every overnight success story you've heard, it took years behind the scenes. Social media might trick you into believing that people rise to the top instantly, but what you don't see is the endless hours, countless failures, and relentless consistency hidden beneath the surface. People chase quick wins because they promise immediate rewards, but quick fixes never last. Short bursts of effort lead to burnout, frustration, and ultimately giving up. On the other hand, committing to small daily actions creates lasting, success. Why? Because real success is a long-term process. It's built day after day, month after month, year after year. Think of the world's greatest athletes, musicians, or business leaders. None of them achieved greatness overnight. They didn't become champions or build powerful businesses through occasional intense effort. Instead, they showed up every single day, even when it was uncomfortable, inconvenient, or downright difficult. They practiced, improved, learned, and grew consistently over years. If you chase quick wins, you'll burn out. If you commit to daily effort, you'll outlast everyone. Consistency isn't flashy, but it is powerful. It creates lasting results that no shortcut can provide. Success isn't about dramatic victories. It's about small, disciplined actions repeated consistently over time. That's the reality, and the sooner you embrace it, the sooner you'll build something truly extraordinary. How many times have you started something and given up before seeing results? You're not alone. Most people struggle with consistency because they fall into three common traps: impatience, distractions, and seeking comfort. First, impatience sabotages consistency. Success is a long game. Impatience is like quitting in the first quarter. When results don't happen instantly, you lose interest, you stop showing up. But here's the reality: success demands patience. You need to accept that progress happens slowly and persistently. If you expect instant results, you're setting yourself up for disappointment. Replace impatience with determination. Commit to the process, not just the outcome. Next, distractions kill your momentum. Distractions come in many forms: social media, friends, entertainment, or even lesser goals that pull you away from your main objectives. Every time you let yourself get sidetracked, you weaken your consistency. Over time, distractions become habits. They steal your focus and make it impossible to achieve meaningful results. The solution? Create clear priorities and eliminate distractions relentlessly. Protect your time and your attention like your success depends on it, because it does. Finally, comfort destroys your progress. Comfort is tempting. It feels safe, familiar, and easy. But comfort keeps you exactly where you are. Consistency requires doing hard things, even when you don't feel like it. If you choose comfort over effort, you're choosing stagnation over growth. Force yourself to face discomfort. Make discipline your daily habit, not just something you practice when it feels convenient. If you keep stopping, you'll never get anywhere. Avoid these three traps: impatience, distractions, and comfort, and you'll become unstoppable. The formula for success is simple: show up, do the work, repeat. That's it. No secrets, no shortcuts, no magic tricks. Success doesn't care how you feel, it cares about what you do. The work doesn't care how you feel, just do it. Consistency is like a brick wall. Every day you lay another brick. At first it might not seem impressive, but over time those bricks become a powerful wall that nothing can knock down. The power of consistency isn't in intensity, it's in repetition. Success belongs to those who keep showing up long after everyone else has quit. Consider athletes who practice every day, entrepreneurs who work relentlessly on their business, or artists who create continuously. They don't wait until they're inspired or motivated. They simply show up and do the work day after day. When they're tired, discouraged, or uncertain, they still show up. This relentless daily action builds momentum, turning small efforts into extraordinary achievements. So, how can you use this formula? Pick one action that directly moves you toward your goals. Do it every single day, no matter what. If you're building a business, contact potential customers daily. If you're improving your health, exercise daily. If you're learning a skill, practice daily. Never negotiate with yourself, just do the work. Consistency creates trust in yourself. It builds your reputation and strengthens your character. You become someone who keeps promises and follows through. Not just occasionally, but always. Show up, do the work, repeat. This simple formula applied daily creates unstoppable momentum and transforms ordinary people into extraordinary achievers. The longer you stay consistent, the easier it gets. Most people quit because they don't see immediate results. They get frustrated, discouraged, and impatient. But success doesn't work that way. Real results take time. Real success demands patience and discipline, especially when progress seems invisible. This mindset shift is essential. Stop focusing on immediate results and start focusing on consistent actions. Understand that progress happens quietly, behind the scenes. Each day of discipline brings you closer. Even if you can't yet see the results clearly, can you commit to showing up every day for 6 months no matter what? Imagine what your life would look like if you refused to quit, refused to get distracted, and refused to seek comfort. Imagine if you stayed disciplined long enough to see real results emerge. Don't wait for motivation. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Just keep going. Keep showing up. Discipline yourself to believe in the power of consistency. Trust the process, even when it's slow. Remember, every successful person was once exactly where you are, questioning, uncertain, and tempted to quit. They succeeded not because they saw immediate results, but because they stayed disciplined long enough to create them. Make this shift now. Commit yourself fully to consistency. Show up daily. Do the work daily. Repeat daily. The results you crave will follow. Guaranteed. Your only job is to stay consistent and disciplined until they arrive. Your success depends on what you're willing to sacrifice. How much time are you wasting every day on things that don't move you forward? Let's be honest. Distractions are everywhere. Social media, TV shows, endless scrolling, gossip, and even certain people in your life, they're stealing your potential minute by minute. Every distraction you allow is quietly killing your dreams. Think about your daily routine. How often do you pick up your phone to check notifications, only to realize you've spent an hour watching videos or reading pointless posts? How many evenings disappear into binge-watching shows, leaving you drained, unproductive, and no closer to your goals? These distractions aren't harmless. They're thieves. They drain your focus, waste your energy, and sabotage your productivity. Success is like a plane taking off. You can't reach new heights if you're weighed down by baggage. Distractions are heavy baggage that holds you back. If you don't cut them out, you'll stay stuck exactly where you are right now. Your potential remains locked, your goals remain distant, and your dreams remain just dreams. You must confront the brutal truth. Either cut out distractions or stay stuck forever. There's no middle ground. Decide what matters most, temporary comfort or permanent success. Every successful person you've ever admired made sacrifices. They chose discipline over distraction, focus over entertainment, and purpose over pleasure. Now it's your turn. Stop letting distractions control your life. Take responsibility for your time and your energy. Choose progress. Choose success. Choose yourself. Cut the dead weight or it will drag you down. Your habits and your relationships shape your future. Toxic habits like negativity, procrastination, and self-doubt are slowly poisoning your potential. Toxic people, those who drain your energy, complain constantly, or discourage your ambition, are pulling you away from your goals. You must recognize this clearly. Not everyone and everything in your life is good for you. If you surround yourself with distractions, you'll never reach your full potential. Negativity spreads like a virus. Procrastination becomes contagious. People who always complain, criticize, or hold you back infect your mindset, making it nearly impossible to achieve anything worthwhile. You become exactly like the environment you allow. Here's the challenge. Who in your life is adding value? And who is holding you back? Be brutally honest. Identify people who lift you, inspire you, and encourage your growth. Keep them close. Identify those who drain your energy, make constant excuses, or pull you into bad habits. Cut them loose. It's hard, but necessary. Your success depends on making these tough choices. The same applies to your habits. Identify any habit that weakens your progress. Are you negative, always complaining, always doubting yourself? Do you procrastinate, waste time, or avoid challenges? These habits aren't harmless. They're toxic. They'll poison every opportunity that comes your way. If you want success, eliminate these habits ruthlessly. Replace negativity with gratitude, procrastination with immediate action, and self-doubt with relentless confidence. Surround yourself with people who have goals, ambitions, and positivity. Cut the dead weight now. Your future success demands it. Your mind is a muscle. The more you train it to focus, the stronger it becomes. Turn off notifications, set clear work blocks, and train yourself to focus. Distractions won't disappear on their own. You must deliberately remove them. First, control your environment. Remove anything that disrupts your productivity. Turn off notifications, silence your phone, and keep your workspace clear. Set boundaries. When you work, work. When you rest, rest. Don't mix them. Make your environment support your goals, not sabotage them. Next, practice time blocking. Set dedicated periods to work without interruptions. During these blocks, refuse to do anything other than your most important tasks. Discipline yourself to respect these blocks every day. Over time, you'll build incredible productivity. Your mind learns to focus intensely, producing better results faster. Finally, develop discipline. Discipline is doing what's important even when it's uncomfortable. It means finishing what you start and pushing through distractions. Discipline your mind daily. Reject procrastination immediately. Dismiss distractions instantly and redirect your attention constantly toward your goals. Try going 24 hours without distractions. See how much more you accomplish. The results will amaze you. You'll complete tasks faster, think clearer, and achieve more than ever before. Focus becomes easier every time you practice. Soon, laser-like focus becomes your identity. Start today. Remove distractions, control your environment, set strict work blocks, and discipline your mind. Train your focus muscle daily. When you master this, you'll become unstoppable. Success rewards action, not hesitation. Let's cut straight to the point. Overthinking is killing your dreams. How much longer are you going to think about it instead of doing it? How many opportunities have you lost because you hesitated, doubted, or waited for a perfect moment? Perfectionism is the enemy of progress. If you wait for the perfect moment, you'll never start. Overthinking feels productive because you're analyzing, planning, and preparing. But here's the truth. Constant thinking without action leads nowhere. It creates fear, anxiety, and confusion. The more you analyze, the less you act. Suddenly, days become weeks, weeks become months, and months become years. You're still stuck exactly where you started, no progress, no results. Successful people understand something critical. Action beats analysis every single time. They know that perfection is a myth. They don't wait for ideal conditions or perfect timing. Instead, they move boldly, making mistakes, learning quickly, and adjusting on the fly. They understand that success isn't about avoiding failure. It's about moving forward regardless of failure. Stop wasting time in analysis paralysis. Start taking action. Do something, anything to move closer to your goal. Every step forward counts, even if it's imperfect or uncertain. Action creates momentum, momentum creates results, and results create success. The longer you wait, the harder it gets to start. Your window of opportunity is shrinking. Stop overthinking, stop waiting. Start executing relentlessly. Your dreams depend on it. Every mistake teaches you something. Every hesitation costs you an opportunity. Here's a fact you need to embrace immediately. You're going to fail. That's not a bad thing, it's necessary. Failure is how you learn, grow, and succeed. Successful people aren't successful because they avoid failure. They're successful because they embrace it, learn from it, and keep moving forward. Take the risk, make the move, adjust as you go. Every successful entrepreneur, athlete, or innovator you've ever admired started before they felt fully ready. They didn't wait until conditions were perfect. Instead, they jumped in, took action, made mistakes, adjusted quickly, and got better. That's the formula for massive success. It's action-driven, not perfection-driven. Think about successful business leaders or athletes. They faced countless failures and setbacks, but each one became a stepping stone toward greater achievements. They failed fast, learned fast, and succeeded faster. Their secret wasn't being fooled. They accepted failure as part of the process and took action anyway. If you're not failing occasionally, you're not acting boldly enough. Embrace failure, fail quickly, fail often, and learn from every mistake. Each setback provides valuable information that moves you closer to success. Don't let fear of failure stop you. Let the excitement of growth drive you. Take action now. Launch your idea. Start your workout plan or build that business. Move forward fearlessly. Success isn't built on perfection. It's built on relentless, massive action. Stop planning. Stop talking. Just do it. Success is built by stacking actions, not by waiting for inspiration. Here's your immediate action plan. First, pick one significant action you've been avoiding. It doesn't matter how uncomfortable it makes you feel. Maybe it's starting your business, making a critical phone call, beginning your fitness journey, or applying for that opportunity. Whatever it is, identify it clearly right now. Next, set a 24-hour deadline. Execute that one major action before time runs out. This is crucial. No excuses. No delays. A tight deadline forces you to focus and eliminates the temptation of procrastination. This one action will break the cycle of hesitation, igniting momentum. Then, immediately follow up your first action with a second, smaller action. Reinforce your momentum. Success is about consistency. Don't lose speed. Each small step strengthens your confidence, making the next action easier and faster. Finally, commit to daily execution. Choose one actionable task every single day and complete it no matter what. Relentless consistency creates unstoppable momentum. Soon, massive action becomes second nature. You'll move quickly from hesitation to powerful execution. Make this your new standard. Action first, analysis second. You'll adapt faster, improve constantly, and move directly toward your goals. Stop waiting. Your time is now. Execute relentlessly. Massive action today will create massive success tomorrow. The only thing stopping you is you. Let that sink in. Your circumstances aren't holding you back. Other people aren't holding you back. Your past, your fears, your doubts are just excuses, and excuses are lies you tell yourself to stay comfortable. Are you going to take action, or are you going to keep making excuses? The choice you make right now determines your entire future. Success doesn't happen by chance. It's not random. It's not reserved for the lucky few. Success is a decision you must make clearly, boldly, and immediately. Every second you waste waiting for the right moment or perfect conditions is another second lost forever. Time doesn't care if you're ready. It doesn't wait for anyone. Your dreams won't wait for you either. They'll fade away unless you choose to act now. The second you decide to change, everything in your life starts shifting in your favor. Doors open, opportunities appear, and your path becomes clear. Not because the world magically changed, but because you finally stepped up. Action creates opportunity, excuses create regret. You cannot have both. If you want success, you must eliminate every excuse from your life. Right now, no more blaming circumstances, no more waiting for permission, no more playing small. This is your wake-up call. Right here, right now, you must choose. Success or excuses, forward or stagnant, action or hesitation. Your answer will shape your entire life. This is not a drill. This is the moment everything changes or nothing changes. The power is yours. Own it. No more waiting, no more hesitation. Decide now and start moving forward relentlessly. Success isn't a finish line. It's a decision you make every single day. You're not powerless. You're not stuck. You're not a victim of circumstances. You are exactly where you've decided to be based on your actions and your choices. But here's the good news. You can decide differently right now. You can choose to take control. You can choose success. Decide today to take full responsibility for your success. Stop hoping things will magically improve. Hope is not a strategy. Action is. Your decisions determine your reality. Every single choice either brings you closer to your goals or pushes you further away. Your life changes the moment you commit fully to your goals and stop settling for less. Think clearly right now. What decision have you been putting off? What goal have you avoided chasing because it feels too hard or too risky? That's exactly where you must start. Decide now. No more hesitation, no more uncertainty, no more excuses. Success demands courage, consistency, and boldness. It demands that you take charge of your decisions and your actions one day at a time. What will you do in the next 24 hours to prove you're serious? Will you make that call, begin that project, or start your journey? Or will you waste another day wondering what could have been? Your future depends on what you do right now, not tomorrow, not next week, today. You hold all the power. Decide now. Commit fully. Take control of your life and your success will follow. The choice is yours. Make it count. You have two choices, commit or stay exactly where you are. There is no middle ground. You've heard everything you need. You know excuses won't work anymore. You understand that consistency and action build success. Now the only question left is this. Are you ready to do what it takes? This isn't a decision you can make halfway. It's total commitment. It's relentless execution every single day. It's waking up and taking action even when you don't feel like it, even when it's uncomfortable, even when results aren't immediate. This level of commitment separates people who dream from people who achieve. Right now, you must choose clearly. Either you stay comfortable, stuck exactly where you are, or you commit fully and move toward your goals without hesitation. Stop waiting for motivation. Stop waiting for perfect conditions. Stop waiting, period. Take the first step right now. Make the call, start the plan, set the deadline, do something meaningful immediately to prove your commitment. Your success starts the moment you act. From this point forward, let relentless action define you. Commit now, execute immediately. Your future is waiting, and it's built one powerful action at a time. No more excuses, no more delays. Take control, commit fully, and move forward with relentless execution. Your success depends on this decision. Make it now.